Alright, so I thought I would do some reviews of some games and that kind of thing that I've played, or my family has played, our church has played over the years. And some new stuff, some old stuff, and give you guys some stuff you guys can do. I know sometimes that it can be hard to find good games and good things to do together as a family, with friends, or even by yourself. So there's a couple of things here, and starting this out, if you guys have any suggestions or anything else you want me to review, let me know in the comments. Also, if there's a genre of game that you want me to review, let me know. And if I have any experience or anything of that kind in that area, I will definitely try to help you out. Alright, so the first game we'll go over is the Mario Party games. The Mario Party games are a lot of fun. A lot of them are on the Wii. And I think there's one on the Wii U, maybe two in the Wii U. And this is the latest one. This is on the Switch. And, you know, the Mario Party games are a lot of fun. They're good for about 4 players. There are a couple of setups you can do more than 4 players, but for the most part, 4 players. And it's basically a digital board game with mini games in between, where you have arcade type games where you face off to see who gets more coins into the game that goes towards your total score, and your total score basically being stars, and whoever has the most stars at the end of the game wins. It's a lot of fun, and it is a great recommendation for groups, for people, family, friends, and my family has played them a lot over the years. It's a lot of fun. The favorite game we have is Mario Party 8. It's the best one of the series. Unfortunately, it is on the Wii, and so if you do not have a Wii, and then it's not on another platform, unfortunately. Alright, again, Switch. These are games that are Switch is still supported. This one is Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. This is a player-by-player strategy game, and it has a multiplayer game mode in it. It's primarily a single-player game, but it does have multiplayer game modes in it. And if you like strategy games, this is play-by-play strategy games, and it's fun. It's fun for those that like strategy. Alright, continuing on with the Mario series, this is Mario Kart 8. This is on the Wii U. They do have a version on the Switch. I don't have that version, but it's a lot of fun, and Mario Kart is what it sounds like. You're racing little go-karts, and it's a lot of fun, and you can have up to 4 players. Again, there's a setup you can do with more, but a lot of times it requires either another Switch or something along those lines. So a lot of fun racing, if that's what you like to do. It's again, good for a group. Alright, and moving on to, I'm a huge fan of the Lego series of games. I really, really enjoy the Lego games. There's a lot of humor, and just a lot of different puzzles and different things. They're fun. And almost all of your Lego games are multiplayer. They are 2-player co-op, which means that 2 people can play the main story campaign of the game through the whole game. So they're playing together. And a lot of these games have it set up so that you have to use teamwork to get through the game. And so they're a lot of fun to play together with people. And there's different genres of Lego games. And I'm not sure. I think I have a lot of them. A lot of them are on the Wii. But this is definitely a recommendation. This is the Lego Incredibles Lego game. And so there's this actually has 2 games in one. This has the first Incredibles game and the second Incredibles game in one. So they are a lot of fun. A lot of fun. This one is, like I said, almost all of them are 2-player. This one is not. And this is, I believe this is also cross platform, meaning that there are multiple game stations that have this game. I have it on the Wii U, and it is a lot of fun, but it is single player. Okay, this is something that is a very old game. This is a PC game. This is the Nancy Drew. The Nancy Drew game series, there are like 20-something games in the series, and I grew up on these. These are a lot of fun. They are a mystery game that you solve yourself. You talk to people, gather clues, so on and so forth. It is a lot of fun. It is single player, but it's something that you can spend time with friends or family, and basically you talk about the clues and the people and try to solve it together. There are some pretty difficult puzzles in these. There are walkthroughs online if you get stuck, but these games are a lot of fun. And this one is the Phantom of Venice, and this is Mystery 18. They have they're working on putting it into mobile for iPads and stuff like that. I'm not sure how that's going. It's been a while since they produced their last game, but they're supposedly still working on it. Her Interactive is the company that makes it, and I know that the discs and stuff are outdated, but there is a game downloading program on most of your computers called Steam, and if you download Steam on your computer, they have, as far as I know, all of the Nancy Drew games on Steam, and I would highly recommend them for family or just for friends, something to play in the evenings together. It's a lot of fun, and so definitely check it out. Okay, board games. I've only got 2 board games today. My family's a huge board game family, so we have a lot of board games, but I'm trying to go with something that you can play with other people today. That's my my goal. Apple to Apples is a game where you have multiple cards. You have one card that is which is the green card, and the green card lists a word. The word may be funny, and it'll list a description of what the word funny means. And then all the other people have red cards, and they'll have like 7 red cards in their hand. And this is the Bible edition, so they'll have Balaam's donkey, they'll have Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane, whatever the case may be. They'll have all these cards, and you pick out your choice for the closest one you have, or the one you think would get picked for the word funny. And then the person that has the green card will read them and will guess who they think put what card down. If they guess correctly, they get the green card. They get to keep it, and whoever has the most green cards at the end of the game wins. This is a lot of fun. Alright, catchphrase. This is a really good group game, and this game can be played for up to 12, more than that if you really wanted to, people. And this game's very simple. You have this here, and you have paper discs that go inside. Inside the little glass area here, it lists a word. This one says tiny, for example, and you have to get the person to guess what the word is without saying that word, without saying anything that rhymes to it. So you can say, it's not small, but it's, and they could go through a couple of different things. If they get tiny, you press the button, pass it to the next person, or pass the next person, they press the button. Then they say it, they try to guess. The next word here is amateur. So you could say, they're not a professional, they are a, or however you wanted to do it. An angel has a, what over their head? Halo, and that's the word. So it can be a lot of fun. It gets fast paced. There's a timer that comes with it, and I'm not going to press it because this thing goes forever sometimes. But it beeps, and it gets faster as it goes along, and it makes it more pulse pounding, because the person that gets left with it in their hand, depending on if you're doing team or individuals. If you're doing individuals, the person that gets left with it in their hand, they are pulled out of the circle, and you go until you have the last 2 people going, and whoever has, kind of like hot potato, whoever has it left in their hand when the timer goes off loses, and you can do it to the last person. Or you could do teams where that if it lands on your side, if you have 2 lines of people, If it lands on your side, then the other team gets a point, or vice versa. So that's that for today's reviews, and I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, if you have any other genres of things you want me to make reviews on, I will. Lord willing, I'm going to be talking about some books. I'm a huge audiobook fan, and so some audiobooks, some dramatized audiobooks, some audio dramas that I've really enjoyed over the years. And so, like I said, any comments, I will try to get to it. God bless you guys. Have some Holy Ghost fun. Have some good godly fun. And, we talk a lot about staying away from bad stuff. But you want to have good stuff to do. And that's what I'm trying to provide, some things that are good, that allow you to spend fellowship with people, because that's valuable. You do it by yourself, not that big of a deal. You got to do this stuff with moderation. If you're doing something and you spend an absorbent amount of a lot of time doing it, it's bad for you. But if you're doing it with somebody else, it's valuable. It's fellowship. You're having fun with somebody. You're growing a relationship. And so, when you're doing this kind of stuff, spend time with your family. Spend time with friends. Spend time with church family. And valuable fellowship. If you do it by yourself, do it with moderation. If you have to, set a timer. But don't spend all day doing something like this. It'll end up draining you spiritually, and it'll end up taking from you your zeal from God. Because it focuses all about me, pleasing me. Don't do that. With that said, have fun, enjoy, spend time with friends and family. Do something godly, do something that's not going to hurt you or drain you by having all the worldly stuff involved in it. God bless you. See you next time.